All right, I'm gonna do this jerky cure and seasoning from Mountain Seasonings. It's authentic Wyoming seasonings. Um, it's available on Amazon. I don't know if stores carry them. I got the variety pack. There's several kinds of variety packs. Um, this one, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but I had a heck of a time kind of opening it. Only because like the little tabs were. It has one of those tabs. It shouldn't be that hard, right? But I don't know. This one, I had to tear one. It seemed like, but you get a variety pack. So we have in this pack original Cajun, cracked pepper, hickory, and mesquite. Okay, actually that's cracked pepper and garlic, right? So the cure is right here. You got a little shaker, no lid. I don't know why. The directions don't have any mention of the shaker, and you got your seasonings divided up like this. Okay. The only disappointing thing was, I mean, I know I got a cure and everything, but when you read the directions, and inside there with the cure was these directions that were all folded up. But when you read the directions, you'll see that it says to keep everything refrigerated or frozen. So the whole purpose of me making jerky was so that I can just like pack it and have it in my bag. You know, like when I buy Jack Links, I can just have it in my bag for work and eat that for lunch. And I leave that in a bag of that in my backpack for like the whole week, sometimes more. This though, I was a little disappointed because I was thinking, well, now I gotta keep ice packs on and stuff, and that's kind of stuff that I don't like doing. I like to make it easy and simple. So, but when I went to a website, it did say they don't recommend you having it unrefrigerated for more than 8 hours. So, I guess it can last me till lunch. I don't know if that's just legal stuff to protect them. When I was researching this stuff can be dangerous if you don't cure it right and don't refrigerate it, because there's like botulism and stuff like that you got to worry about, which will like paralyze you and kill you. So I'm definitely going to try to keep it refrigerated as much as I can, but I think I'll try to take it to work. The only thing is, if it says you shouldn't have it on refrigerator for more than 8 hours, and the reason they give is because they're saying that there's no modern day preservatives. These are all natural preservatives. That's what it says on their website. It doesn't say that anywhere in the ingredients here, but it's what it said on their website. As at least as the time of making this video. I just looked at that yesterday. Now, I mean, I guess their explanation was that this is all natural preservative, and I'm assuming that the Jack Links and more modern stuff has more modern preservatives. But it could just be legal stuff. I don't know. If somebody knows anything about that, comment in the comments, because I would like to know. When I'm reading about the cures and stuff like that, or looking on YouTube videos, I mean, say like it's important for sausages and stuff like that, and it seems to be the main preservative for sausages and stuff. So I don't know. If you've tried one of these packs and have it unrefrigerated, let me know if you're still alive. So, okay. So, if you survived the ordeal of having it on the refrigerator, let me know. And so I'm going to try this out. Basically, you're just going to have to... And now, I did notice, and I saw somebody on YouTube mention this. They said, and I was like, at first I didn't see it on directions, but you got to read some of the directions for one of the other ones. And it says you cannot use... because, like, I'm looking at the ground meat part only, right? I want to make ground meat jerky. I kind of got into that lately. I'm tired of this full cut steak stuff, which I'm sure is probably better, but I'm just tired of it. But under like the muscle meat directions, it does say the curing salts cannot be in a metal bowl because it'll give a metallic taste or something. It'll react with it. So you have to use only plastic or glass. Let me see if I can find that here. Maybe it wasn't that one. Maybe it was over here. Metal bowl. Where's that one about the metal bowl? See, sorted meat sprinkled with cure in a metallic container for more than a few minutes can leave your meat with a metallic taste. Okay, so don't use that with metal bowls, right? So I'm gonna put what I did is and my whole reasoning for doing this is because when I'm at work, I was eating some of that Jack Link stuff, and it's pretty tasty. When my stomach's real sensitive. So I thought, if I get some meat, and I figured it was okay for blood sugars and stuff. But Um, when I look at the Jack Links, you know, in the package, it says that there's sugars in there. So if I could just make it myself, besides, I don't even like that sweet flavors that they have on jerky nowadays. I like spicy, but that's usually because I like to, have a soda to go down with it. But even if I can just get regular meat flavor, I mean, that would be great. Preferably because I want to cut back on the sodas too. I've been using a lot of the zeros anyways lately, trying to watch blood sugars. But all right, so I'm gonna put this in follow the directions. You got to put the meat. I'm gonna put the meat in a glass bowl with the spices and some ice water, and let it soak for about or let it like marinate, I guess, for at least 4 hours or overnight. So I'm gonna try at least 4 hours. I want to get it on there, and we'll see. All right, we're here. Now, hey Juan, can you get your phone? You got your phone or no? Go get it and give me a random number. We're gonna pick a random. Let's call this. Where's the original? We'll make original number 1. Okay. So it's 1. Let's go clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. He's gonna go to random.org, and we're gonna try random flavors. So, go to random.org and give me a number between 1 and 5. If you're not familiar with random.org, that's what I like to use to force me to try new things, because it creates a random number, not from a computer algorithm, which could be, has a pattern. It uses the randomness from something about the atmospheric rays or something.
It's 1.
1 what? Oh yeah. He told me number 1. Is number 1?
Yep.
That's original. I guess that's a place to start. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do 1 pound. What I got was, and I'm using my chest rig here, for my camera here. But what I got is, because I have heard, you can look this up or you should look this up, that grass-fed beef actually provides you with nutrients that you don't get when the meat's otherwise. So I got organic grass-fed. This has to be lean meat to be able to make these jerkies out of ground meat. I'm gonna do this 1 pound right here, and let me see. I'm gonna follow these directions. I'm gonna have 2.5 teaspoons of the seasoning, and I'm gonna have 2 teaspoons of the cure. Okay, I'm basically gonna just put it in this measuring cup and mix it up with the measuring spoons. Okay, so I have to figure out how I'm gonna reseal this. I might have to have another Ziploc or something, so I'll come back later. All right, so let's look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and the cure actually comes with the Ziploc already. You just gotta cut across, and that's nice because they give you quite a bit, and it's all in 1 container. I'm not gonna use all the seasoning either. It's telling me to use 2.5 teaspoons for the pound. Teaspoons. That is, yeah, I guess I'll do 2.5. So let me get that open. You guys can come along for the ride. I have a sealer thing I bought at Amazon, but I think I was having trouble getting it to recharge. I'm not too sure. We're trying to charge it right now. I mean, it would be nice for this to reseal it, but might just have to put it in a Ziploc. We'll see. So for the pound, it's gonna be 2.5 of the seasoning. So teaspoons. This is a teaspoon right here. Let me see. 1. 2. Where's the half? This is the half right here. 2.5. All right, so that used quite a bit of that, right? And then I need 2 teaspoons of the cure. Now I got to make sure this doesn't fall. Juan, don't we have some of those long snack packs, the horizontal ones? Can you look for that?
The Ziploc bags?
Yeah, Ziploc snack packs. Snack Ziploc bag thing. Yeah, all right. I'll pop this open too.
These are the other ones.
The other one's a horizontal. That's a vertical. Okay, and then for the cure, it's going to be 2 teaspoons. It's the same thing, right? But the other one's 2.5, so now I'm going to need 2 teaspoons. No, they're horizontal oriented. like a snack pack, but oriental. Let me see. 1 teaspoon. Okay, so I need 2 teaspoons. Let's go. I hope I didn't. I'm kind of using the same thing, so I hope it's not bad. So here's 1. 2. All right. Okay, this has a Ziploc. That's great.
How many do you need this one?
Yeah, you got it? All right. Yeah. That's good. All right, so I guess if you don't have a vacuum sealer, it looks like you can use one of these horizontal snack pack Ziplocs. Now, I think that might spill. I don't know. I guess if it spills, it's still in there, right? All right, I'll try to get it sealed later with the vacuum. I mean, not vacuum sealer, heat sealer thing. All right, so now let me just mix that up in here. Now the cure is apparently, when I was doing my research, is salt and some nitrate stuff, something like that. I guess it's supposed to help keep everything preserved, but like I said, the company says not to rely on it. So, like I said, a little disappointing, but I would like to know if anybody has experience using this. Like, I would have thought, hey, I can take this on a backpacking trip or something like that, but doesn't sound like it from the way this company says. But I don't know if it's just to cover themselves from legal stuff, right? All right, so now let's see. The directions says mix cure and seasoning according to the chart below, which we did. Add 1/4 cup of ice per pound of meat. Mix the meat, water, and seasoning thoroughly for 5 minutes. Now, or until sticky. All right. So what happened? What happened was, I mean, I've seen somebody do a video of this, and they said, "Hey, can you go give us some gloves? Give me a pair." I saw somebody on YouTube had another video on this, and they actually said you need to wear gloves because otherwise it's going to sting your fingers because of this nitrate salt stuff, the cure. That's what they said. I don't want to find out, so I'll believe them. I got plenty of gloves. So my manservant's bringing me my gloves.
Manservant?
Thank you. All right. Let me see. Now, I don't know if this bowl is big enough. I do surely hope so. Let me see. We'll see. Now, Juan, I got some ice water sitting right there. Can you tell me how much is in there?
Like 1/3 of a cup.
Is that a 1/4?
A little more than a 1/4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about a 1/4.
All right. So, one thing too is that you gotta really make sure you have lean ground meat, as lean as you can, and I would recommend grass-fed because, like I said, I think what I heard from medical professionals is that you actually get certain nutrients. Yeah. Can you put that in the sink and go wash your hands after? I might have contaminated it. All right, so we got the ground meat in there. Luckily, I got some help because I just dirtied all my hands. So I'm gonna mix. Juan, why don't you come over here and help me? So add a 1/4 cup of ice. So bring the water. If it says I need a 1/4 cup of that ice water. It's a 1/4 of a cup?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Stick it in that bowl.
This part?
Yep. All right. And there's actually a piece of ice, too. All right. Little tight fit for the bowl, but it's working. So now I need to have the seasoning, right? So I need to work it in about 5 minutes. Okay, I could use your help over here, Juan. Did you wash your hands after touching that knife?
Yeah, I did.
All right. I need you to pour in the seasonings. They're right here.
Hold on. Let me dry this.
Now, apparently the directions are saying that the ice water is going to reduce the shrinkage. Go ahead and pour that in here. Pour a little bit, and then we mix it, and then pour a little more. Just coat the top, yeah. Coat the top only. Not one spot by itself. Sprinkle a little more. Just coat the top, not one spot. There. Stop. Let me. Am I spilling any raw meat on the table?
No, you're not.
All right. Go on. Give me more. Just sprinkle it on top. That's it. There's still more, right?
Yes, more.
Just wait. Go and give me more. You can do the rest. Do the whole thing. That's it?
Yeah.
All right. So that was fairly simple when you had help, because you contaminate it with when you're mixing, and then but I guess there's a way you could do that by yourself. You figure out a routine, but I already touched the ground meat and it worked out good that I had help. So we're gonna put the timer for 5 minutes, okay? And I'm gonna be working the seasoning in, and go and put a timer on the microwave 5 minutes, Juan, and then we'll come back. So Juan, when you're done with that, come over here and push the stop button on my phone.
Okay. That might be a while.
Come on, make it priority. Come on. Your hands are clean?
Mm-hmm.
Push the stop button. All right, so I got it on there now. The other side has the cuts in it. I cut with a pizza cutter. When I flipped it over, can't really see it. I hope, I heard on another video on YouTube that they cut okay as long as you cut it, like with a pizza cutter between, and you don't even have to go all the way. That's what the video said. I don't know. My pizza cutter seemed to be cutting through it. The paper, I had some wax paper. In case you didn't know, okay, first of all, this is the next day. I patted this out. I was going to use a rolling pin, but I didn't have one that would fit like in this pan. I was trying to do it in the pan. So I just patted it out. Don't go too thin or it's going to not come off the wax paper. But basically I had it between 2 layers of wax paper. That was the first step to get the wax paper out, I guess, and stick the meat on there. Then I patted it out while it was sandwiched between the 2 layers. This stuff gets very sticky. I guess it's more than just ground meat. The ice water was supposed to be added to make it sticky, said, but I think there's something even more going on there because it's really sticky. If you go too thin while you're patting it out or rolling it out between the 2 wax papers, it will just like stick there and not come out. So that's where I kind of messed up this side. So I did this. This is 1 pound. Got seasonings in it. It stayed overnight. I got my smoker preheated already, and I'm about to stick this in. Just gotta make sure I put the water and some chips, and we'll see. So when I had it sandwiched between the 2 wax papers, I cut it with pizza cutter. Like I said, you can see the lines on the other side, so it's probably gonna shrink up, I think I heard, and or the lines will be okay. Like they'll kind of be like perforated. You can cut it or come out like that. We'll see. But anyways, when I had them sandwiched between 2 wax papers, once it's pretty much evened out, and I just patted it out. I didn't even mess with the rolling pin because I couldn't fit it between here, and I didn't want it on my table. I didn't want to risk squirting out raw meat onto my table on the sides of the wax paper. But so what I did was peel off the top layer. That's where those lines were. I put the grate on top, just flipped it over, peeled off the bottom layer, which is now the top layer once you flip it. So now I'm gonna just put it in my smoker and we'll see how it comes out. I got it in there. It said top rack, so it's up there, kind of hard to see. I'm trying to bring this thing up to 200 though. It's electric, so I gotta do it manually with the little knob here. I didn't know that's how it worked before I bought it. I thought it was gonna kind of be automatic. Like I thought I can set it, like click it to 200, and but I don't know. It was cheap. This was $99. It's like on a Black Friday deal. But let me gonna turn up the heat a little more. Now I tried preheating it this time. I didn't do that the last time I made so I made some turkey in there for breakfast. I ate turkey and eggs and it came out okay. But like I said, you can barely see the meat up there. And I'm trying to battle to get it back up to 200. Although I had it up here, I thought it was because I opened the door, but it's been a little while, so maybe because I added the water and the chips, probably absorbing a little more heat. So I'm gonna come back, and I guess once I hit the 200 range, because that's what it says in the manual for the jerky, that's when I'll go ahead and start the timer, I guess. All right, I got it out. I actually left it an extra 20 minutes. Didn't seem like it did bad at all. Maybe because of the thickness I had it. The only thing you missed is I had it on here. I flipped it over, and then I used this to stick it out. And I forgot to grease up and oil up the grill, this grate here. But it was kind of stuck to it. But once I pushed it out, it came off with no big deal. And let's see. Yeah, I just probably need to wash that. Now, I tasted some. The seasoning was pretty good. But it still looks like ground meat. That's the only thing. So I'm gonna try to cut into a little more too. And maybe I'll take an internal temperature as well. All right. The pizza cutter is doing a great job of slicing this up. Okay. Now, like I said, I left it like 20 more minutes and the direction said, but it did say leave it longer if you want it drier. And I don't think it really came out too dry. Now, I forgot to take the internal temperature. I'm taking it now, but it's already cooled down. But I do see that it's gray inside, so that's a good thing, right? As long as there's no red. Yeah. All right, we'll cut that in strips and maybe get back with you. All right, now I cut them up. They kind of taste and even look like fajitas. If you live in a region that knows about that. Like, yeah. So I cut some small. I cut some like big bars. Right in the middle, so looks like it's cooked. And the only thing is it didn't come out red. But yeah, nothing to complain about. I mean, and once I'm eating this, like it does not even feel like I can't even tell it's ground meat. Like I feel like I'm eating straight fajita. It's pretty good. As far as the flavor, I would say it's like pretty much on par with the fajita seasoning. And yeah, look a lot more natural than the other ones you get from Jack's Links, as far as you want a meat bar or something. All right. A fajita flavored meat bar. That's basically what you make here. Looks good. So just a second thought. My smoker, I'm not sure if when I looked in there, there's not too much. It's not really much smoke at all. I could see even when I open it. I'm wondering if it didn't come out red because I don't know. I've been soaking my wood chips because that's what I do before I put it on some coals. That makes it smoke more. At least that's what I've been told before. I heard that somewhere a long time ago. And, you know, 'cause wet wood smokes, right? I'm not sure if maybe because I'm smoking, because, like, I looked at the chips right now. They look pretty, like, just dry. And it takes a long time for the smoker to start smoking the chips. So, if you know anything about smokers, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm missing that red hue because I'm not getting smoke. I was using, hickory chips. But like I said, when I look over there, like, I don't see smoke coming out of my smoker. Right? So, I mean, I guess I cooked this meat, but I don't know about having a smoky flavor. It tastes like fajitas. Could be my issue with my smoker. Could be because I'm wetting the chips when I shouldn't be. I don't know. It just seems like it takes a long time for my smoker to catch as well. So there's that. I have to look into it. See why it's not doing that. But other than that, I mean, it tastes okay. I mean, it tastes good. It tastes good, actually. Let me know if you know. Tell me in the comments. I forgot to mention, 0 sugars in there. Okay, so that's the main reason I thought, hey, instead of buying that Jack Links and taking it to work, if I can, you know, make it myself. Then I got worried about, hey, maybe it's the same seasonings. You know, all the seasonings got sugar or something. But this one, at least this brand, this High Mountain, 0 sugar. 0 sugar.